Okay, so we are going to practice with shapes going to our vanishing point. You should have received this worksheet in class. Okay, so this is a vanishing point that we are going to use for all our shapes. So right now, put your name on it and tell me what class period you are in. And we will be turning this in, or you will be turning this in when you get to class. So we're going to start off with the easiest one. Here is the square, and we've already worked with the square. Okay, and this is our eye level that the vanishing point is on. So we are above our eye level, so that means you'll be able to see it. See the bottom. And I will take these. Make sure I'm lining it up with the vanishing point. You always have to line it up with the vanishing point. Then I'll take the top corner, line it up with my vanishing point, and I have those 3 lines. You only need to maybe go ½ an inch. So from here, I go straight up and down because this one's straight up and down. And then with this one, horizontal, horizontal, and I am done with that one. The next one is the circle, and the easiest way is to put your ruler up against your pencil on the vanishing point and rotate until you hit the edge of the circle, and then draw for like an inch. Go the opposite way, put your pencil down on the vanishing point and rotate until you hit the edge of the circle. Since it doesn't have any corners, this is how you do that. Okay, after that you have this nice curve right here. So whatever we do to the front, we have to do the same thing to the back. Okay, so that's the second easiest one. Then over here we have the triangle. You put your corner, connect it to your vanishing point, draw it for an inch, connect the bottom corner to the vanishing point. Remember, you have to use the vanishing point. Draw it for an inch. This one gets a little bit tricky, but you just have to remember, whatever you do to the front, I got this slant, I have to repeat that same slant. Okay, we are going to leave the star because the star is the most difficult one. Now we're going to go over to this triangle piece. This one's on our eye level. So we are going to see our slant go up, and then it'll go down, and then it'll go down more because it's going over, well, it's overlapping our eye level. So I will draw that to the vanishing point. Now I have this inside corner to the vanishing point. So I'll draw that for an inch. Then I'll take the top corner, line it up to my vanishing point, and then presto, I have those 3 lines. Now remember, whatever you do to the front, you do the same thing to the back. So those 2 are the same slant. Then after that, I have this one, and then I do the same slant. So these should be the same thickness going down. Okay. Now after that, this one's a little bit difficult, so we're going to go to this ribbon shape. Now the ribbon shape, the middle part is the most difficult part. So right here, we are going to draw a line from the outside corner. Then we're going to take the inside corner right here, or the right side corner. Now do you see right here, it's a curve? I am going to draw very lightly a line going in the background. Okay. So this line is going to tell me where I start the curve upward, and then over here it'll tell me where to curve it inward. And I have to keep equal distance apart. So now right here I have this curve. So I go back here, I go up, and now after that I have this curve. So then I go right here. But to see how this is the guideline to tell me where to start curving the opposite direction. So that one is done. Then we have the arrow pointing up. So I will take the top of my arrow, go to the vanishing point for 1 inch, the middle of the arrow, line it up to the vanishing point. Remember, I always have to use this vanishing point. Always, always, always. And then go for 1 inch. Now the most common mistake here is students will do this parallel, make this the same slant, which is perfect, this is what you want to do, and then all of a sudden they get over here and they want to draw straight down. That is not possible. If you look at this indent, it has to go in. It can't be right here. So I kind of gauge this thickness right here, and after I gauge that thickness, I'll be like, okay, that almost looks like that thickness, so I have to go in. Okay, so it looks like it can go underneath the arrow. The next one is the letter T, or the cross. So I will have 4 corners going to the vanishing point. Remember, you always have to line it up with the vanishing point. So I will have 2 that are going to be slanting upward, and then the top 2 will be slanting downward into the vanishing point. So all 4 of these lines are going to the vanishing point. This is the same thing as an arrow. If I come over here, I have this thickness, and I come with a straight line right here to cut this off. Be careful, you don't want to go straight down, otherwise this wall is longer than this wall. And so what I can do is measure, and I'm roughly 3/4 of an inch. You might be a little bit different. So I'm going to go right there, and then after that I will create a parallel line from the top and the bottom. And so now here is my shape, and then this is indented so I can go in. Okay, and we can't see the top of this because it's over eye level, and we can't see the bottom because it's under our eye level. Okay, so now let's go back to this 4-pointed star. We are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Do you notice how it's these 2? Don't forget about these. Okay, and I would recommend that you do not draw these legs very long. So maybe 1/2 inch, and they'll go up here. Draw the corner to the vanishing point. Draw the corner to the vanishing point. Draw the corner to the vanishing point. Remember, you got to use the vanishing point. Then I'll draw this one. Okay, after that you have this slant, so I repeat that slant. Then I have this slant, so I repeat that slant. Okay, and this is where it gets a little bit difficult. You just have to visualize this thickness and try to get the same thickness down here. Same thing right here. And then presto, we have that one. Okay, so now we are going to go up to the star. The star is the most difficult one, and since it's more difficult, do not draw these legs too long. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got to make sure you have 6 lines, because if you don't, actually no, you guys, it's 5 lines. Oopsie. Yep, I made a mistake. Don't do that one in the middle. Okay, so right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So you only need 5. Make sure you have 5. And the reason why we don't have this one is if you look right here, you can't see it because this is the same line. When I made this worksheet, again, before I printed it, I slid the star over here, so that's the reason why we don't see that one. Not a big deal. Okay, so now if we start going, we're going to have all these legs different sizes, but here's something to note. If you look right here, do you notice how this is a straight diagonal line? So whatever I do here will be the same over here. Do you see that? They have to match. Okay, then after that I have this one. Do you notice the same thing? This is a straight diagonal line, so when I line this up, it's the same. and that's how you do the star. So make sure your name is on it, your full name. I'm still learning last names. And then put your class period so I can find you in the grade book a lot faster. And so make sure you have done all these, and if you are having issues, just replay the video to the one that you're having issues with and see if you can figure it out. If not, ask me in class, and make sure you turn this in the next time you're in class. So I'll see you when you get to class, and go Packers!